pretty much the same old. We did get some upside yesterday, but looks like price may have already hit its top. I'm still hoping for a bit more upside before looking for opportunities, but we have come back to retest this low here. And I wonder if that is price now on its way potentially to see that upside. So with the dollar, it's looking pretty bearish right now. Again, the plan this week was upside and then continuation. I was looking for more upside than we have got so far. And potentially that could still be the case. I know we're looking pretty bearish now, but you could see price still turn around come New York session. So I'm not going to rule that out. But the plan was this week looking for some corrections for continuations for a push back into the prior low, which is this area here, which may be where price is headed right now. We'll have to wait and see. And as of the bigger move for the dollar, again, we still need to see a lot more downside for us to really break through some structure. So we're still seeing these bearish moves, which is great. But, you know, if we stay corrective and we don't break any major lows, we could still very much turn around and see a bigger bullish move. So I'm still staying wary of that because no major structure has broken yet. And that is my guiding compass in the market. I need price to respect or break structure in terms of my directional bias. So for now, still overall in a bullish market. However, we are seeing some nice counter trend plays. So it looks like the dollar has reacted pretty well to that low, and we're pushing back to the low there. So I'm going to see if that does persist, or if we do have one more correction in the tank before seeing some downside. That's really what I'm waiting on for the dollar. So if we go take a look at EURUSD, as we can see, we're having a slight effect as well. Price is seeing some upside, not as strong as what we're seeing with the dollar, but we are seeing a bit of a push to the upside. Price is reacting with this low. It isn't concrete, isn't really shaped up pretty well. So again, I'm kind of hoping to see if we can have one more push slightly further down, line up pretty well with this trend line confluence there as well. It would be nice to see a push into 1.036 area, 0.5, 0.35, and then look for some longs there. Again, the plan this week was still very much the price to take out this high here, and I'm still expecting that. And if everything goes well, we could probably see a push back into this level up here at 1.06 or just above it anyway. So still pretty bullish in euro. We're still putting in higher lows, and that is still very much the plan, looking for the next one. This is the area I'm looking at. We had price kind of break below that level there. It looks like it's trying to break back above, but altogether it wasn't very clean in terms of that retest. I'm looking to see if we can have slightly if price comes slightly further down before looking for any longs, and hopefully the dollar can push up slightly as well before we do really see that that follow through to the downside. But we'll have to wait and see. In terms of the analysis, though, in the direction, it is definitely bullish for euro, at least on the 4-hour chart anyway. And I'm looking at push back to the high there at 1.05271. So that's really where I'm at with Euro USD. Pound USD likewise, but this one just hasn't retraced enough for me to get excited just yet. Again, really nice bullish structure, higher highs and higher lows. The plan this week was again looking for another push to the downside, for another higher low to form, and some more upside. But all we've got this week pretty much is just sideways price action. So difficult to really find any opportunities on pound. At least euro's done some retracement, but pound's just being incredibly flat. And in terms of where I'm looking to pick up some longs, I like this area here. Lovely support previously. Once, twice over there was acting as resistance pretty well. Once, twice over there as well. So it is a really nice level in terms of support and resistance. And should price come back there again, there's a good chance we could see price respect that and turn around. So I'm looking to see if we can come back, retest that level, retest the trend line as well. A very similar setup to Euro USD, which we just looked at, and looking for the next high low there as well. We got one over there, second, third, and looking for the fourth for again another push to the upside. So that's still very much the plan with pound. The only thing is that we just haven't retraced, and at this moment in time, we may not. We may kind of consolidate and just fly. So again, it's a waiting game. Price may or may not retrace there, and as a trader, you've got to have your setups where you want to see them. And it's up to price to come to you. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. In this case, we'll have to wait and see if it does come there. But that is the plan there for pound USD. Dollar CAD looking at a similar setup, but of course in the opposite direction. This one, I marked out this range here. I said it would be nice if price can come back, retest the range, look for entries in that area, then take dollar CAD to the downside. Now, again, it's still very much the plan there with dollar CAD. However, again, we're not quite there yet. We're not really coming back to test any key structure. So to me, dollar CAD's a little bit in no man's land right now. But in terms of the direction, as I've been saying all week and since last week as well, we're looking for a lot of downside. We've got massive support underneath us at 1.4. Looks like price could be drawn towards that area. Really nice consolidation. And we had that massive gap to the upside, followed by a very aggressive move to the downside. So that is kind of a characteristic of potentially a top to this bullish trend here. And now we could be going through some bearish structure. So very much focused on the shorts here with dollar CAD. As I said yesterday, this is really much, very much the area of interest to be looking for entries, as long as price doesn't break through it to the upside. So as long as we don't do something like this, I'm very bearish on dollar CAD. Just need to wait and see if we can get there for entries and targets. Keeping it simple, back to the prior low. But we do have some further targets if you're looking to push trade a little bit further. Back to 1.4 looks pretty good as well. But that is very much the plan there with dollar CAD. Aussie dollar, pretty much looking at the same opportunity, but flipped. Oh, that's the wrong broker. There we go. Flipped. But again, I don't know. It looks like this one's already pushing off, to be honest. Looks like Aussie's pretty strong at the moment, and price is having some fun at the highs there. It's just taking out the highs there as well. And looks like we are continuing. This was the consolidation. Now looks like price is having another one and breaking to the upside there too. So with Aussie dollar, again, will we get the retest of the zone? It's hard to say. Price may give us a retest of this zone. That could be a bit more of an intraday setup. So I would suggest to keep an eye on that if you're looking at probably on the hourly time frame or below. There might be a nice setup there. All we can kind of see right now is that there's a lot of bullish momentum for Aussie dollar at the moment. Really strong move after we formed that double bottom. And you had a very strong impulsive move, consolidation, other impulsive move, consolidation. Perhaps we're going to get another one of those strong moves, and some pullbacks will look good for that. I still like the area here if price should retest that. It's still a nice opportunity should we get there. But at this rate, again, things are looking pretty bullish there for Aussie dollar. And I wonder if we're just going to let fly. So we'll see what happens there. In some of the directions, very, very much... I'm very much bullish on this one, so only really interested in the longs for now unless something drastic happens. But to me, it looks like Aussie dollar has more upside in the tank, and the next best opportunity might just be the retest of this range at 0.637. So keep an eye on that. New Zealand dollar, this one looks like it's trying to copy Aussie dollar as well. We're seeing some upside. I was hoping to see one more push down into this area. Again, not too sure if we'll get the opportunity. We had the interest rates decision for New Zealand dollar yesterday morning, and we had that strong reaction. I was kind of hoping if we could push down, take up those lows, and then push to the upside. We did have a move down, just not enough to go and test that area of confluence there. But again, in terms of direction, I'm expecting a push back to the highs there for New Zealand dollar. So if you can drop right down to the lower time frames, there might be some intraday 15-minute, 5-minute pullbacks to look to get involved to trade it back to the highs. Otherwise, it might just be an opportunity which we chalk off and look for the next pullback afterwards. And maybe something like this to come back and retest the highs could be a nice opportunity maybe sometime next week. But that bigger pullback in which we're looking for the retest of this area may probably not be happening anymore. But again, in terms of where we're located, I do expect to see a lot more upside if we well and truly do bounce from this level. As we can see, massive level of support here on the left, reacting very strongly there at the moment. So there is that possibility for a lot more upside if we're going to bounce at this weekly level. Likewise for Aussie dollar, likewise for dollar CAD as well, pound USD. We are trading at some big pivotal areas where we could see a lot of upside. So not getting into this pullback isn't the end of the world. There will be more opportunities. And in terms of gold, it looks like this one is still trying to push to the upside. We've seen a bit more momentum about the highs, so I'm liking it a lot more for gold because we were just about closing above yesterday during the stream. And I said I want to see a bit more momentum before I start becoming more bullish again on gold, because of course we had that double top from last week. So if price is well and truly going to break through the resistance, I want to see a confident move above the high. And then that tells me that, okay, buyers are fully in control, pullbacks look good, and expecting more follow through. We've got the big psychological level 3K just above us here. Again, that could be where price is being attracted towards. And looks like now we're seeing a bit more of a confident break. It's not clear cut in terms of momentum and size of the candlesticks. I wouldn't be too surprised if you see a bearish candle come back in the zone. So I would want to see a bit more upside just for that overall kind of confidence in the move. Should we see that, then yeah, pullbacks look really good. We leave behind a really sturdy level of resistance, which will become support. So that'll be a really nice place for some long opportunities, just like what we got here. Nice double top there, once, twice, act as support very well. Nice push to the upside, looking for a similar pattern to repeat in that area at 29.40. And again, keeping it very simple, take it back to the highs. Can always leave some positions to the trail just because it's gold and we don't know how far this could go. And 3K is not too far away as well. So yeah, very, very bullish from gold. Looks like that bullish trend is reinstating itself, but I just need to see a bit more upside before I start being interested in the pullbacks and the retest of the high there. But again, the current climate is just so bullish, kind of expecting it to happen anyway. So very, very bullish there for gold, and looks like silver is making its way as well. So silver, nice momentum this morning. Looks like it's breaking through resistance there and holding above it, which I think is pretty pivotal, because if I go to the daily chart, it's actually a very big level of resistance, which last week we failed miserably trying to break through. As you can see, massive resistance once, twice, a third time, fourth. Then last week we got this really aggressive wick to the upside and price closed bearish. So that was a big red flag to me coming into this week. So in terms of looking to buy silver, I was very much pausing that bias just for now, just in case we don't sell off from there. But it looks like price is breaking through to the upside. So if we're going to hold this momentum, then of course the next target for us is back at that high. So in terms of lower time frames, more specifically 4-hour time frame, if we can take up the highs there, that shows to me that, okay, silver is very much back bullish again because we're breaking highs now. And of course, pullbacks and more upside make a load of sense. And onwards and upwards for silver back to 34.8 and probably higher as well. But it looks like that daily level is breaking. So I think that's a very significant point now for silver. And yeah, we'll be expecting a lot more upside now. So looks like gold and silver back bullish again. Some very aggressive rejections on Friday, which definitely put me off long opportunities. But it looks like things are cleaning up right now. So hopefully in the next couple of days, could be looking at some silver longs, and maybe even this afternoon, if you do see some nice follow through, could be looking at some gold longs there as well.